Well, guys, welcome to everyone. And today we're going to speak about something very interesting, which is strategy and theory. I think it's something that the majority of people is actually forgetting, to be honest with you. And I think it's something that if you apply it a bit more in your trading and in your journey, it can actually help you to make a huge difference in your results. Yeah, 100%.
Very huge. There is a lot of importance on building a strategy. And it doesn't mean apply a theory on charts, which is quite different. But many traders, especially beginners, they used to confuse it, these points. I mean, they think that if they study about the Fibonacci or the Elliott waves or different theory that we try to apply on charts, that could be enough. But it's not enough. Yeah. You need the right strategy, you need the right approach with things, and especially when it comes to scalping, for example. There are a lot of things that that you need to know when you do and when you try to apply these kind of strategies, because it's not just improvising. No?
Yeah, no, 100%. I totally agree. And I think one of the biggest mistake people are actually doing today is first that, they're confusing strategy and theory. The thing is, you can find what we call a good theory on the chart, which will give you some interesting setup, for example, in which you're maybe going to be able to find trade. But I know so much traders that are able to find a lot of trades and to go in and being profit, but at the end they lose all their money every time. And that's because they have the theory, but they don't have the strategy. And the strategy is really that mixing between the technicals, which mean the setup you're going to find.
Yes.
But of course, you need to add to that your own psychology, okay? The fact that you need to accept, of course, that when the market is going to reach a certain level, even if it's still not the take profit, you're going to have to secure a position, take some profit out, So it's a complete mix between the psychology, between the money management, between the technicals. It's that whole mix that give you the end strategy, which will make you profitable and just fucking earn money on the market,
Yeah, so and you need to recognize the strategy that you can handle, because of course you need to understand what is your capital, how much you can invest, and how much time you can invest with that strategy. So when we speak about strategy, we talk about the time.
That's very interesting.
The time, the timing, which is another important point, because every strategy could be applied, but at the right time.
Exactly.
So that's the most important point, I think. Yeah. And then markets are changing, and market change every day and every time. So why your strategy must be static when the markets change? So for example,
you need to adapt. Basically.
Yeah, you need to adapt. Of course, if your strategy is an approach when you want to earn when you want to catch a trade with 50 pips or 60 pips, in a lateral market is not possible.
Yeah, 100%.
Or in a neutral trend is not possible too.
Yeah. And even what you just said about the time from the people, if you take for example, someone today that want to get involved in trading, but doesn't have a lot of time because he's constantly working, those type of people are going to have to apply a type of swing long-term trading, which will completely change the strategy. If you compare it to someone that has his whole day to be just on the market and to fucking take trades,
Yeah, so but as you know, the swing trade is not in vogue and it's not fashion now.
No, but it's one of the best ones, honestly.
I know, brother. I'm a fundamental.
Exactly.
My strategy, for example, I used to approach with a fundamental strategy on markets, because I base myself on that one, and I try to match the technical part, the fundamental part together.
And you know what? On a strategic way, I promise you, long-term investment, swing, give you the most and the best probabilities.
Yeah, you have more, and then we go about the time. You have more time to analyze. The response that you can get from the markets and the analysis, this kind of analysis, have a real good matching. It give you good reports, good results.
No, 100%.
Not only on money. When we speak about money, not only on returns, but on the fact that you recognize, a trend that your analysis is available, and all the things.
Yeah. No. 100.
Yeah.
Totally.
But if you approach as a scalper just because you want to trade, if you approach like I just want to trade today, I feel a little bit lazy.
Yeah.
Let's see what this is.
Exactly. That's not a strategy. Exactly. Because in the strategy, there's supposed to be that psychological fact that told you if I don't have any setups, I'm not going to take a trade.
Yeah.
You know. So it's basically really the purpose of it.
The strategy is the 90% of a trade.
Yeah. 98.
Because then when you put the order inside, that's it. Then the trade is gonna work.
Yeah. No. 100%. Yeah.
But the strategy is the real trading. When you set the idea, which is not an idea. I mean, is an analysis.
Yeah.
So it means objective,
Exactly.
not subjective.
Yeah.
So
And
it
the
comes
whole
from the market, and charts will show you
exactly
that your analysis is already discounted.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's like a chart analysis, but at the same moment, an internal personal analysis. You know.
Yeah.
And that's really what I'm trying to say since before. It's like it's a mixing of your psychology, your way of acting, and what the chart is going to give you. And if you can find the right balance between those two ones, I think that's where you're going to have the best probability simply to earn a lot of money with trading, and more than that on a consistent basis, which is for me the most important thing, to be honest.
Which was which was your first strategy? Or the first theory in trading that you learned?
Trend following. I was basic when I started. I was basically doing basic things. So trend following, trying to buy every dip when the market was going up, trying to sell every high when the market was going down.
Trend is your friend.
Trend is your friend. No, that's actually real. But
I used to say.
But one of the problem I had, that's the thing that was when it came to the theory. So the theory was good, but the whole strategy, when it came to my mindset, my psychology, the way I was feeling emotionally when it comes to the market, it was fucked, man. It was fucked. I was hurry on every trade, and when I was losing, I just wanted to recover those losses. And the more I was losing, the more I was seeing myself being like far away from my dreams. So the more I have had that emotional rush that told me just go fucking all in, bro, go hard, so that you're gonna make that money and you're gonna be rich. And the more you do that, the more you lose money, the more you got fucked. And it's basically just a mess, 100%. Yeah.
And then applying a strategy will make you understand very soon if your strategy is good or wrong. So the importance to build a strategy is also to understand if you're doing mistakes or if you're going in the right way.
Yeah, and it actually allows you to have a plan to follow. Yeah. So sometimes if the plan doesn't work as well, you can change things in the plan, but still have that plan in front of you, instead of just living every day without plan, without strategy, just trying to do things for trying them, which at the end will bring no fucking sense, So 100%. I think it's something that people are forgetting way too much, man. Yeah.
There are a lot of traders that are starting to talk about the smart money concept.
Yeah.
So do you see this more as a strategy, or is it just a fashion approach to the market? I used to say fashion because, as you know, in this industry too, there is the problem that there are fashion strategy, fashion theory. They used to work in a certain period, just because it's much easier to sell them.
No, that's the thing. Smart money work. I'm even me using it personally, but in a very special way that I learned with a banker. But smart money work, but not every time. I can show you a lot of analysis. It works. But it's not 100%. I mean, it's 50-60%. Sometimes the trade is going to go well, and then 60% of the time the trend is going to go against you.
That's what I'm saying.
But what is going to make the change? What is going to make the difference? Between that and the other person is that even if you use smart money, if you don't have the psychology, the money management, and that own will that make you manage every position the best way you can, even with that beautiful theory, you're not going to earn money, because the market is going to go a bit in winning, in gain. You're going to white, then he's going to go against you. And because you don't have that money management learning, because you don't know how to manage a trade, when to close, when to break even, when to take some profit out, even with that beautiful theory, you're not going to earn money, trust me. And then don't be wrong, it's not that simple, smart money. I mean, you have a lot of confusion in it, and it's something that can work very well if you have the psychology for. If you don't have the psychology, trust me, it can be a nightmare.
Yeah.
Because the problem with it gives you so much opportunities. If you don't have the right mindset to filter them and to know which one is good and which one is not, you're just going to lose way more than you earn. So once again, it's the same thing. You have the theory, but if you don't apply the whole strategy that come with the emotion, the behavior, the way of thinking, the way of looking things, blah, 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 we're never going to earn money.
Yeah, because sometimes you need just one trade to change the whole counts.
Exactly, but that whole trade is going to be the result of your internal decision. And the internal decisions are not just going to be based on the logical things that you're going to see on the chart. They're going to be based on your own emotion and all the things that actually are happening in your life and all the rest of that shit.
So are you saying that you can build a strategy also of your mindset? I mean, of your approach, a psychological approach on the trading?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm speaking about. Yeah, exactly. The strategy is the whole process that concern your way of analyzing the market when it comes to the technical, but also too when it comes to your own psychology, the way you accept to take a trade, how much you accept to risk, how much you want to win on that trade, when are you going to be able to take some profit out to secure the trade. It's that whole psychological and technical process that give you the strategy, like we call it at the end, So yeah, 100%.
So it's not only a matter of stop loss and take profit.
No, because once you put the trade, you have a stop loss and a take profit. So then the trade can go wherever he wants, but the trade is going to do a lot of things between those two zones before he reach one. And depending on what he does, you're going to have to take decisions. It's not just like buy or sell, stop loss, take profit. It's I sell, but if I sell and I came to 50% of my trade and I reach a beautiful support, I need to be smart enough to take 50% of the profit off, break even, and let the rest run. Mm-hmm. But some people launch a sell. You're 50% in the winning position, then it goes against you and you're stopped, and then you lose money even if you were right 50% of the time. Psychology, strategy,
and not theory.
Theory is part of it, but you need to have the whole thing, That's really the point, definitely.
So, Sammy, just to close, what are the main points that a trader must apply in a strategy? Something that you can't miss.
Bro, when you speak in the micro, I feel like you worked in a radio for 15 years. It's insane. Sammy. Anyway, so yeah. Now, look, the main points that a trader for me need to apply in his strategy, okay, is first of all, find the right technical theory, okay, that is going to give you the most probability of success, okay, technicals. Then once you find that one, it's just with this one that you're going to be able to adapt yourself with the time and to take trades and to see how the market is reacting based on this one, and so to take decision. So for example, as I told you, work a lot on your mindset, okay, and put limits and a lot of risk management. But the thing is that when I'm speaking about risk management, it's directly connected to the mindset. So the biggest point is work on your psychology. It's going to be too long to explain you how you're supposed to work on it, but the only thing is don't be too much hungry. Be patient, be disciplined, okay, and have a long-term vision. And normally, if you act with those main points, discipline, patient, long-term vision, if you act believing in those points, all the things that you're going to do after are going to be based on it, and so they're going to be very good, I think. So that's the main point. Be disciplined, patient, and long-term vision. So don't try to rush, find a good theory, and respect your psychology on it. Yeah. That's really the main point. Don't rush.
No,
don't rush. Exactly. Don't act like you have no money and you need to do money. And act like you will have 100 million in your bank account. You don't get. Guys, just try this one time, please. I bet you. I don't know if you're going to be able, but one day if you trade, okay, you wake up. Just imagine, put yourself at someone's place that have 100 million in his bank account and that doesn't need to trade at all. If you put yourself in this mental position, trust me, you're never going to take a bad trade, because you're going to filter them so much. You're going to be like, look, this one can be good, but I don't feel it like this. Anyway, I don't need money. I'm going to still be patient. And that's it, bro.
Yeah, and patience. You need patience to be patient, because the timing of an entry price is the difference between
Thanks.
a good trade and a stop loss.
Look the lion in the nature. They come, they go on the ground, and they wait, and they see, and hundreds are going in front of them, but they still waiting, and then all of a sudden, boom, and they catch it. So what's the secret? Patience.
Yeah, patience.
Being patient, So yeah, that's for me the biggest thing. You guys need to apply.
I absolutely agree. So guys, if you woke up in the morning thinking that you have 1 billion account, so be patient, but don't run to Lamborghini store to try to buy one, okay? Because it will be a nightmare. So
definitely.
Thanks a lot, Sammy. And
welcome. Thanks to you, man.
Strategy, guys. Strategy.
Yeah, strategy, guys. Be patient. Never hurry, and never forget that. Guys, see you. Ciao.
Ciao.